Hi everyone, it's time for our read aloud. Well, this week in math we have been working on a non-standard measurement. So the read aloud that I chose is length. All right, let's see what this book has to say about length. How long is the string in this ball? How long is this truck? Sometimes we need to measure things to find out exactly how long they are. We use the words length to describe the measurement of something from one end to the other. We talk about the length of a swimming pool, the length of a race. You see? The length of a highway or the length of fabric. We can measure lots of things, right? You hear the word length a lot. You can measure the length of a table by counting in hand spans. See, they're using non-standard measurement. But people's hands are not the same size. You could measure in the length of a lawn by counting paces. But people's paces are not all the same size, right? So your pace may not be the same pace as your mommy or your daddy, right? Their feet are bigger and their span is longer. If we want to measure exactly, we have to use a standard measure. Standard measures are the same everywhere. A surveyor measures the ground with a tape. The tape is divided into feet and inches or meters and centimeters. It is important to be able to measure exactly. Architects draw detailed plans for builders to use. They have to make sure a building will fit on its space. So this week we're not learning about standard measurement though. We're learning about non-standard. So we are using our hands and our feet and Cheerios and different things to measure. A tailor uses exact measurements. Short lengths are measured in inches or centimeters. 36 inches make 1 yard. 100 centimeters make 1 meter. So if you're making clothes, right, you use standard measurement. Scientists often study very small creatures. Tiny things are measured in fractions of an inch or millimeters. 10 millimeters make 1 centimeter. About 1/3 of an inch. You'll be doing more of the standard measuring in second grade, I believe. Yards and inches are useful for measuring things that are not too long. In some countries, distances between places are measured in miles. 1 mile equals 1,760 yards. In other countries, a different standard measure is used showing distances between places. This sign shows distances in kilometers. 1,000 meters make 1 kilometer. A mile is longer than a kilometer. So in the United States, we use what standard measurement? We use miles for what we do here in the United States. But other countries use kilometers, millimeters. We also use feet and inches or meters and centimeters to measure height. The height of a person is measured from the soles of the feet to the top of the head. What is your height? As you grow, you become taller. Years ago, these basketball players were exactly the same height as you are today. How do you know? We use the word height to describe many other things. The height of a building is measured from the ground to the very top. The height of a cliff is measured from the level of the sea to the top of the grassland at the top. Mountains also measured from sea level. The peak or top of a Mount Everest is 29,029 feet or 8,848 meters above sea level. Why Why is sea level used when giving the height of a mountain? Aircraft pilots also measure the height of which planes are flying. We can describe the height of things around us by comparing them with the height of our own bodies. These plants have not grown very tall. See, they don't seem tall because they're smaller than you. But they seem enormous, right, to this earthworm. So if you're comparing the plant to the earthworm, then the plant is very tall. But if you're comparing the plant to you, then it is small. These trees are very tall. Their topmost branches are far above the ground. When the trees are cut down for timber, a lumberjack measures the length of each trunk, not its height. What's the difference between length and height? So length is how far something is, right? And the height can be how tall. All right, that was today's book. So that gives you some ideas on standard and non-standard measurement. But like I said, with our math for the next 2 weeks, we'll be studying non-standard measurement. All right, friends, we'll see you in a little while. Bye.